Hello friends, welcome to CrackGate CSE, and in this series of algorithm, today we'll be starting graph traversal. So in the previous videos we have discussed tree traversal and we have completed each variety of questions that can be asked in your exam. Now we are moving on to the graph traversal, and this graph traversal is the last topic of our algorithm series. So this graph traversal will be completed in two videos, and in today's video I'll be completing breadth first search, and in the next video I'll be completing depth first search. So this topic is also very important because this year IIT Bombay has explicitly mentioned the graph traversal. This was already there in the previous syllabus as well, but this time they have explicitly mentioned this topic graph traversal in their syllabus. So you can expect at least one question from this particular topic. So please watch this complete video because this video will definitely help you in getting some additional mark. So graph traversal, so there are two kind of graph traversals we are having. One is based on breadth first search, another one is based on depth first search. So as the name suggests, breadth first search, that means you will be finding the adjacent values, and after traversing the adjacent values you will be moving on to the next value, while the depth first search tells you that first you have to explore the depth, then you will backtrack and come to the previous node, then again find out the next depth, and so on. So in this video I'll be discussing breadth first search only. So in breadth first search, the data structure that we use is queue, and you know that in queue we insert element from one end and we delete element from other end. For example, let's say this is a queue, so all the insertion will be from tail and all the deletions will be from head, right? So the insertion is known as NQ and the deletion is known as DQ operation. I'll be covering that in the data structure videos, do not get worried about that. So in the first example you can see that here I am having a particular graph and we'll be applying breadth first traversal on this particular graph using the queue data structure. So how we'll be doing it? First of all, you will be starting from any particular node. So the starting node will be given in the question. You need not to be worried about that. Let's say that we have to start from A, right? If this is not given that from which particular node you have to start, you can start from any node, that depends on your choice. But if it is given that you have to start from a particular node, always start with that node and proceed further. So let's say here it is given that you have to start from node A. So first you visited the node A, insert that in the queue. So A is inserted, right? Now you have to find out the adjacent of all these nodes, right? So once you see that here, what are the adjacent of A? B, C, D. So insert B, C, D in the queue. So when you insert B, C, D, B will be here, C will be here, and D will be here. Now there is no more adjacent for A, so we will be deleting A and printing A, right? So A is printed. Now again move on to the next element, which is B here. Now find out the adjacent of B. So what are the adjacent values for B? C and A. A is already completed, so we do not need to worry about this. Now next is E. So E will be inserted in the queue. Now there is no adjacent for B which is left, so I'll be removing B as well and printing the B. Now next is C here. Now check the adjacent for C. So adjacent for C will be E and F. E is already traversed but F is not, so I'll be putting F in the queue. I'll be inserting F into the queue, and now there are no adjacent available for C, so we'll be printing C. Now next move on to the next element, which in our queue. So in our queue the next element is D. So what are the adjacent of D? A and F, but A and F are already traversed, so we will not be focusing on A and F. So D will be also printed because there are no adjacent to D which is left. Now what is the adjacent of E? G. So insert G here, and now there are no more adjacent of E, so E will be deleted. Similarly check for F. So F is D and G, which is D is already traversed and G is already available in your queue. So F is also deleted. Next G will be deleted. So this is one possibility of breadth first traversal. In the same manner, there can be multiple possibilities. How? Let's see. Let's see, this is a Q and first you started with A. Now instead of B, C, D, you can write them in any order. Let's say you wrote it like C, B and D. Now if you proceed, it will be completely different. So the next sequence will be A, then it will be C, it will be deleted, then it will be C. What are the adjacent of C? E and F. So C is deleted. Now what are the adjacent of B? E, which is already done. D, F already done. So B will be printed, D will be printed. What is the adjacent of E? It is G. E will be deleted and printed. Similarly F and G. Now you can see that this is another possibility. So in the same manner, you can see that once I am taking D, B, then I am taking C, you can also take D. After that, there are also two possibilities that you can take E, and in the another possibility you can take F first. So there are several possibilities available. Let me write over here. One can be A, then D, then C, then B. What are the adjacent of D? F. So D is done. Next is C. What are the adjacents of C? E and F. So F is already done. So E. Similarly, B adjacent is done. F adjacent is G. So this is one possibility. What is the another possibilities? Another possibility, if you are starting from any other node, then you can get. But from A, I think there are only 3 possibilities. Try to check by your own that if you are getting any other sequence, if starting from A, just let me know. Although I think that there are only 3 possibilities if you start with A. So what I mean to say here by this example is that the BFT traversal sequence need not be unique. It completely depends on the choice which are available, right? So 3 possibilities are available for this particular example. Now what kind of questions can be asked in your exam? They can give you a particular graph and they can ask you that how many possibilities are there if you are starting from a node A or B or any other node. Then you have to find out all the possibilities and they will be giving you the options like 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if they are asking from A, 3 will be the right answer. Similarly, you can find out for any starting node. Now, what kind of questions can be asked? Now, second questions can be that they can give you a particular graph and they will ask you to find out the correct sequence among the options. So here you can see that this is the graph and they are giving you the 4 options and they want you to find out the correct option. Now, as this is a BFT, so start with the any starting node. For example, let's talk about A. So A, we are starting from E. So we did E. So what are the adjacent of E? B, D, F, right? So it is B, D, F. So here you can see that this is not right because after E they taken B, which is right. After B they taken C, but D and F are also adjacent. So it is not possible that you take C if adjacent are available. So adjacent should be together. So this cannot be the answer. Now let's move on to the B option. Here it is starting from D. So D, what are the possibilities? B, C, E, F. They take B, which is okay. After that they take E, C, which is okay. Then E, which is okay. But here you can see they took G before this F, which is not possible. Try to do by using a Q as well, because in the initial time you might not be getting what exactly I am doing. So try to do by this particular procedure that I explained you, and you will be getting how I am doing it. So this is also not possible that you are taking G before F, so it is also not the correct sequence. Now next move on to this C. So they started from A. After that they took B, which is okay. After B, what are the adjacent? C, D, E. So they took C, D, E, which is okay. Then they took F. Now let's check whether F can be there. Yes, F can be there because after completing C, D, E, they are taking F, which is okay. And after F, they are taking G. So it seems to be the correct option. So let me check for the D as well. They are starting from G. Then they took F, which is okay. After F, they took E, which is okay. After that, they took D. It is also adjacent to F. Then they took C, which is not right. So here you can see that they are taking C before this B, which is not possible. Try to find this using this particular procedure using the QE, and you will be getting to know that why this is the not the correct option. So C is the only correct option among these four options. This is how you can answer these kind of questions. Now let's move on to this example number 3. So this example number 3 is same as this what I explained you over here. So here also you have to find out the possibilities if you are starting from a vertex H. That means how many BFT are possible if H is the starting vertex. So always to try to follow this Q procedure, because if you try to directly answer these kind of questions, you might be getting some mistakes. So I'm taking one Q. First, try to do this question by your own, and in case if you are facing any difficulty, you can refer the video anytime. So pause the video and try it by your own. So I'm taking one Q, and first of all I'm starting from H, right? So what are the adjacent of H? G. I'm writing G. So there are no more adjacent of H, so I'm deleting it and printing it, right? So what are the adjacent of G now? D. So no more adjacent of G are left, so I'm deleting it and printing it. Similarly, what are the adjacent of D? A and F. So here I took A and F. You can also take F and A in other sequence to find out the another possibility. We will be doing that as well. So A and F, now there is no more sequence of D, so deleting D and printing it. After A, so what are the adjacent of A? B and C. So writing B and C. So if there are two adjacent B and C, so you can write the C and B as well. It depends on you. So B and C. So A is deleted. Now adjacent of F is C, which is already present here. So we'll delete it and print that as well. Now adjacent of B is E, and there are no more adjacent to B, so B will be printed. Similarly, adjacent of C is E and F, so F is already done, E is already present, so delete C, and similarly you can delete E. So this is one sequence. Similarly, try to find out the other sequence. So first you will be getting H, adjacent is G, delete H and print. For G, D is adjacent, now delete G. For D, A and F is adjacent, so this time I took A and F, and now I am taking F and A to find out the other possibility of the sequence. So D will be deleted. Now what is the adjacent of F? C. There is only one possibility, so C is inserted and F is deleted. Now what are the adjacent of A, B and C? So again I am taking B and C, right? So sorry, C is already there, so no need to insert C. So A will be deleted. Now what are the adjacent of C? E and F. F is already done, so insert E, right? So H, G, D, F, A is done. Now delete C because the adjacent is done. Now what are the adjacent of B? E, which is already there, so B will be deleted, and similarly E will be deleted. So you can see that these two sequences are different. Now try to find out the third sequence, right? So to find out the third sequence, let me just place it over here. All right. So again, I'm taking one more Q and starting from this H. So H will be here. Next is G. H will be deleted and printed. What are the adjacent of G? D. So G will be deleted and printed. What are the adjacent of D? A and F. A and F are already done, but to find out the other sequence we are having the possibility of B and C, so I'm taking A and F. So D will be deleted and printed. What are the possibility of A, B and C, which is already explored, so this time I'll be reversing them like C and B. So A will be deleted and printed. What are the options of F are C is the adjacent, so F will be deleted. For C adjacent, E is the possibility, E will be written over here, and C will be deleted. For C, only one, deleted and printed. For B, E, A is already done, so deleted, B, E. So here you can see that I am getting these three possibilities, right? Similarly, try by your own. You might be getting four possibilities. Just let me know if you are getting four possibilities instead of three, but I am getting three possibilities over here. So this one is 1, 2 and 3. So the final answer will be 3. But Please try this by your own, because there might be a chance that I missed some possibility. So explore every possibility over here and try to find out the maximum number of sequences which are possible. So this is how you can find out the questions on graph traversal.